I gotta say before you, I know everyone's overhyping these prime drinks. The KSI flavor, orange and mango, is absolutely fantastic. Like, if you manage to get a hold of it, it's really good. Like, I was expecting nothing. Anyway, we are checking out a video from Giggle on his second channel, Gone. So today we're checking out the top 20 Isekai of all time. And it looks like Devil's Part-Timer is on there. Isn't that the thumbnail he used when he did that video? Like, I think I was still living at my mum and dad's when he did that video. It was a while ago. But, anyway, let's get into it.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is my thumbnail.
Oh, it is.
This person is a Giggle viewer.
Alright.
We're going to be going through Game Rant's list of the greatest isekai of all time. I've never really thought about what the greatest isekai of all time is.
Escaflowne is definitely up there. Come on.
They're all equally shit.
This is like
Digimon's up there as well.
getting super competitive over ranking like shows is, I feel like, something only shonen fans do the most. You don't see someone being like, oh, I kind of preferred Fruit Basket over Kaguya-sama as a romance, and nobody's losing their fucking mind over that. Nobody's losing their mind over that. First up, we have Cautious Hero.
Never watched it.
Hero is overpowered but overly cautious. At number 28. Okay, I watched Cautious Hero. I enjoyed it. Wouldn't really write home about it. Fake isekai fan, bro.
Oh.
Number 27. Grimgar. This person actually knows their isekai.
Okay, I've never seen
Grimgar, I think, was a pretty damn good isekai.
Okay.
Grimgar came out fucking ages ago. You see these groups get
2016.
transported to another world, and they have the hardest time just
Oh, I've seen someone talk about this. Don't they really, struggle and suffer? It's not one of those, they get absolutely amped.
beating up the most simplest monsters. They are fighting for their lives.
I'm fighting for my life.
Just to kill a goddamn goblin. Goblin Slayer could never, man. Average Genshin player fighting hilly chills. Trash taste TTRPG in a nutshell. Bro. If I got isekai'd, I'd die in a fucking second, man. Don't worry about it. Number 26. Demon King from today.
What's that?
Who? This came out
so even
before I even
doesn't
became
know.
close to evolving into an isekai trash man. Maybe this
Trash
person knows
man.
isekai more than me, man. One day, Yuri sees a classmate being harassed by bullies. Thanks to his intervention, his friend is able to escape, but unfortunately, Yuri becomes the new yada 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 and gets his head shoved into a toilet.
What?
But instead of water, the toilet contains a swirling portal that sucks him into another world.
What?
Largely resembling medieval Europe. What the fuck am I reading?
Oh my
What?
God.
Maybe I've discovered a new isekai today, man.
I reckon he'll do a video on that at some point. That'd be quite funny if he does. Fushigi Yugi.
Number 25, Shigi Yugi. I don't know if it deserves to be 25, or I don't know if it
I've not
deserves
seen
to be
that
higher.
either.
But it's definitely like, this is one of my first isekais before even realizing it was an isekai.
Okay.
That slave trader stuff again.
Number 24, Now and Then, Here and There. Okay, this one I think should definitely be higher. If you get
okay.
transported to another world, you're probably not going to have a good time. You're probably not going to be OP, get all the chicks and everything like that. You're probably going to have a bad time. And a lot of isekai before this recent isekai era was all about that. It was all about being transported to this new world, being completely alien. And some of these worlds were brutal and
makes more sense.
unforgiving and fucking insane. And Now and Then, Here and There was one of those series. It makes you question just, some people are so fucked up. It's just a bad time, man.
Whoa.
This is... Moving on, Rising of the
No, it shouldn't be that high. I mean, season 1 was good. But still, it shouldn't. Well, I mean, it depends what else we've got as well, but it shouldn't, of all time.
Hero.
Of all time.
My problem with Rising of the Shield Hero is that season 2 exists.
Yeah, it was so lame. It took so long to do anything. Then there was like 1 or 2 episodes near the end that were like, okay. And then it did a recap episode of stuff that we never even saw.
It takes a lot for me not to finish an isekai I've already previously watched, and I could not get through season 2. Let's not talk about the CG turtles. After the revenge plot gets done, you realize this is
drifts
just
off.
your bog standard isekai with not really.
Because that's what made it interesting. He was being accused of all the stuff he got accused of. And then it was like, oh, okay, how's he going to come back from this? And then he comes back from it. And then season 2.
Any other interesting ideas done in it, or any ideas done particularly well in it compared to other isekais. Raftalia's cute, kind of. I think she's pretty basic, if I'm being honest. One thing I will say, people are a bit too eager to become Naofumi's slaves. Anyone else?
Everyone
get on
does
that?
jump at it.
I
Yeah.
thought Raftalia was gonna be like, okay, here's like the typical saving a slave by letting that girl become your slave. God, this sounds. You know
It does
what?
sound weird.
Saying it out loud
Yeah.
sounds so bad. Even though I'm just reciting what happened. It's almost as if slavery is a bad thing.
You'd think,
I would
eh?
have criticism if I thought that Shield Hero was that deep. I don't really think it's that deep.
No.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. Moving on to
Hell yeah.
Digimon
Should be on the
Adventure.
list,
All right,
man.
this one.
I said at the start.
Based.
Digimon.
Probably my first isekai. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it.
That, or like I said, Escaflowne was one. I can't know which one I watched first, but they were both on the same TV channel.
I'm thinking about it. It really pioneered a lot because not only was it the OG isekai, it was also the OG reverse isekai. One of my favorite arcs in the original Digimon
Oh, yeah, when they come
was
back
the
to
reverse isekai.
Yeah.
And when the Digimon all started to appear in the real world,
That was cool.
I remember eating that shit up when I was a kid. That was like the coolest thing I've ever
It
seen
was
in
awesome.
my life.
It was dead good.
I was in Odaiba the other day, and I saw the TV broadcast building, and I was like, "Holy shit, I'm back!" 22 might actually be a bit too low. I gotta rewatch it. I don't know if it was nostalgia or if the original Digimon was a
I think it's a
genuinely
good story.
show.
It's a good story.
21, Sunny Boy.
What is that?
I think this person already just reading this list has watched more isekai alone than the entire IGN staff has watched anime
damn.
as a whole medium.
Oh,
I
damn.
still think about Sunny Boy, even though it aired last year. And I think
Yeah.
it's one of those shows that is going to like seep in. And then one day, years later, I'm going to be like, I need to rewatch Sunny Boy. It has some of the weirdest ideas I've seen in anime. It's very, very experimental. And I remember the last episode airing, and I just sat for like 10 minutes in silence, just kind of like trying to absorb everything that I just watched, because it just gave me a feeling of just, I don't know. That's the reason I need to rewatch Sunny Boy. In like 5 years, there's going to be some kind of YouTube video that blows up that's just like the masterpiece that you missed or something like that. That comes out in like 5 years. What I will say is whatever it tried to say, it made me feel things. And at the end of the day, is that not what art is for?
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't matter about understanding everything. Number 20. I thought I was the only one that remembered Gate, man. I dig it. Gate's one of those shows I'm never going to say is an amazing show, but I had a ton of fun with Gate. I'm not gonna lie. Literal propaganda. It might be like literal JDF propaganda, JDSF propaganda. I don't really
never
give
seen
a
it.
shit. I'm there to see fucking dragons being taken down by
Oh, whoa.
Apache helicopters
Oh, wow.
and rocket launchers and RPGs. Gate deserves to be up here. I would put it on my list as well.
Fair.
Moving on. Oh,
Yeah, boy, Kongming. I need to
boy,
watch this,
what
man.
a
I need
fucking
to
list
watch
so
this.
far. I really, really fucking enjoyed this show.
A lot of
I
people said
enjoyed
it
it
was really good.
So much that I played the opening theme on my wedding day. And you know what? Everyone fucking loved it.
Cool.
This is never going to see the light of day, but there's this great clip of Actually, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I think my biggest problem with this being on the list is I'm not even sure if this counts as an isekai. Technically, it's more reincarnation into the same world rather than getting transported into another world.
But it's technically a new world because of the whole time difference. Like, time travel can technically be a isekai.
You know what? It's such a banger show. I don't give a shit that much. I like it. All right, now we're in the moving on. Magic Knight Rayearth. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't actually watched Magic Knight Rayearth. I know this is an OG show. I thought it was a magical girl show. It's got robots? Okay. So it's an isekai, a magical girl show, and it has super robots?
Sick.
Okay.
Sounds awesome.
Okay.
Looks cool.
Now you have my attention.
That looks boss.
So I'm just going to move on. Drifters. Whew. Good show. Good freaking show. Yeah, the main villain is Jesus. Oh yeah, that's it.
What?
That's it. Oh, this is kind of a show where it's kind of like a battle royale from famous people from history,
Like
and
Fate.
it's written by the same guy who did Hellsing.
Oh.
It's one of those shows that's so stupid it kind of loops around and becomes fucking awesome. This is the rule of the cool done to like the total extreme, and the main villain for the show is heavily implied to be Jesus himself.
What?
I'm so sad that this did not get a second
Whoa.
season. This is the sequel to the Bible that we needed. Yo, Jesus ain't taking shit anymore. This is the Bible too. Ascendance of a Bookworm. Now we're fucking talking. Surprisingly, that's very low. Ascendance of a Bookworm has really, really good fucking world building. Ironically, it's like one of the closest to Mushoku Tensei that I've seen so far, where it follows kind of like the story of this person who got reborn, and it's just their life story from childhood, and you see them grow up and everything.
Mushoku Tensei has to be on the list. No Game, No Life. ReZero. And we've seen Devil as Part-Timers on there. The Town's Reincarnated Slime. That's going to be on here.
Like that. I think this should be higher. Would it be top 10? Probably top 10. I'll
Wow,
have to wait to
alright.
see
What else is on
what
there?
else he's put on this
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
This list ain't fucking around, man. 12 Kingdoms! Oh my god! This was a good show. This
Yeah.
was a good show. You get this main girl who gets transported into a world that's more inspired by Chinese mythology. And I think already that fucking stands out. And it's just her story of like navigating in this world and kind of like fixing the problems in this world and getting involved in all the politics and stuff in this world. This is a genuinely good show. From what I remember, I don't know if it had like an ending or if it just like cut out midway. Remember back in the day when anime just ended and you'd never get a second or third
Yeah,
season?
so
Remember that?
frustrating.
Those were the good old days.
No, they're not
Not
good.
really.
Back
What a
in
good show.
Sword Art Online shouldn't be this high, but okay. It shouldn't. No. I know. No. Yeah.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the hot takes? F***ing deserves to be there.
What?
You know what?
No.
Maybe it should be higher. Sword Art Online gets shit on a lot,
Yeah, with great reason.
and a lot of it
First half of season 1 was great, and then it kind of was just very mid until the second half of Alicization, when Kirito wasn't even in it, or he just wasn't able to do anything.
is rightly so.
Yes,
First
I've watched it
season
all.
and probably like a lot of the second season was had its issues. And then a lot of people just stopped watching Sword Art Online. A lot of people just stopped giving a shit about Sword Art Online. Do you know who didn't stop watching? Me.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Do you know who has seen every piece of Sword Art Online media that's come out in anime form? Me.
I still need to watch the progression movies, but I'm nearly there.
I have an actual fucking opinion on Sword Art Online. Do you know why? Because I've seen all of Sword Art
Yeah.
Online. And I'm not sorry to say that the War of the Underground arc is basically everything I ever like.
Oh, yeah,
this
that
is
last
the
bit was
reason I
absolutely
watch
sick.
Isekai.
Yeah, it was
Progressive is the first arc of Sword Art Online done well, except it's completely redone and it focuses more on Asuna, and it is
I need to watch
also pretty good actually. It's pretty fucking good. And one thing I'm noticing is all of the best parts of Sword Art Online is the parts where Kirito is not a part of it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. As soon as he's like not able to do anything, it's sick.
You know, when I think about recommending an isekai, I think, can I recommend this to someone who is not into the isekai genre? And Alicization is so close to being a show that I could recommend to someone
But you need
who
to
is
see
not in the
everything
Isekai
else,
genre
really.
and who's not into Sword Art Online. Moving on, The Boy and the Beast. All right, this is my first disagreement. It's The Boy and the Beast. I think is Mamoru Hosoda's weakest film. Mirai was
I've
the
never
weakest,
seen
hands
it.
down. I actually enjoyed Mirai. I thought The Boy and the Beast is his weakest film so far. Didn't really impact me that much. It was okay. I think he's done a lot better. Moving on, Visions of Escaflowne.
Hell yes.
Can I have a banana while I talk about this?
I thought he was about to say he's never seen it. Come on.
I remember really liking it.
Yes.
If I rewatched it, would I think it would have aged badly?
No, because I actually rewatched it a year and a half ago. Loved it.
Because a lot of the things that Escaflowne did new, I think have now become more commonplace in anime. But
Story's
you know
great.
what?
Takes a couple of
We got
twists.
2D mechs. Can't complain about 2D mechs. I think it definitely deserves to be on this list.
Yeah.
It also, I don't know if this is nostalgia speaking, but it holds a close place in my heart. And of course, Yoko Kanno does the soundtrack to this. And God, I miss a good old Yoko Kanno soundtrack. Does anyone else miss a good Yoko Kanno soundtrack? What shows has she done? Oh my God. It's been so long since she's done a show that people have forgotten who she is. Moving on, Iruma-kun. This high. I'll be honest, haven't watched it. Heard some good things about it though. Is it that good? Too damn low, too damn high? Twitch comments in a nutshell. Okay, now we're getting to the top 10. Alright.
Yo.
Woo!
Should be
That's a
higher.
bit low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mushoku
Be
Tensei,
higher than that.
for the isekai genre, is top 3.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
It is not even close to reaching the peak in its storytelling or
It's
the
so
climaxes in some of the plot points it's setting
freaking
up.
God.
Even then, it's done such an amazing job, and it's
It is. It's so incredible. I am so excited for it coming back.
had such an amazing adaptation. It is top 3 isekai of all time, at least. That is number 1, telling you how good of an adaptation this has gotten so far, but also number 2, just telling you that the bar is just that low for isekai adaptations, that something of this caliber is very, very easily top 3 isekai of all time. Moving on. Saga of
Oh no,
Tanya...
that's not better than Mushoku Tensei. Come on, I really like Saga of Tanya the Evil. I really like it, but no way.
The Evil. I think this is too high. Like I said, I always like isekai that's not
Yeah.
just in your fantasy world. I like that this takes place in more of a fantasy World War One kind of world. I don't think it did enough in the first season to be a top 10. I would definitely put Saga the Tiny of Evil on this list somewhere. I don't think I would put it this high. It's by a studio that's called Studio Nut.
Nut.
Did it make me nut? Not really. But I had a good time. Moving
Hey, there we go.
Wait
there
a
we go.
minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is my thumbnail. This person is a gig up viewer.
Amazing.
Guys, I say it's my thumbnail. It's definitely my thumbnail. Even if I think Alan made this thumbnail, but guys, it's my thumbnail. It's my thumbnail. I won't be sending a DMCA, don't worry. But Devil is a part-timer.
Shouldn't be that
I
high.
don't think it would be top 10.
It'd be on the
I think
list.
season 1 was so good that it would have to be somewhere in the top 20. I didn't really enjoy season 2 so
I'm halfway through season 2. I don't know why I'm not watching it.
much. I have a soft spot for any isekai that tries to do something different.
Yes.
And I like the fact that this is a reverse isekai. The fucking demon lords come to our real world and work at McDonald's.
So
Simple
funny.
premise,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of fun. Konosuba. Okay, this one
Alright.
is definitely top 10.
Alright,
I remember
yeah,
when
yeah.
it came out, and I remember everyone was praising Konosuba for being such an innovative parody of isekai, because isekai was getting so saturated, and this was a nice parody of isekai. And that was fucking 7 years ago, and we've only gotten more isekai now. What I think works about Konosuba is that It just shows 4 of the worst human beings
Yes.
going into an isekai, just being assholes.
Yeah, they are.
Personally, I would
They
have put
are.
it a little bit higher. I would have put it top 5.
I think that's why I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They're just not nice people. It's just funny to watch. It's just so unbelievable that people could act that way.
Moving on.
Hey.
That time I got
Shouldn't be that high, though.
reincarnated
Shouldn't be
as
that high,
a
though.
slime.
It is great, though.
Heck yes. You know?
It is great.
Too high or too low?
Too high.
I'm
but it's
gonna
good.
say it's about right.
Oh,
Maybe I've got a
okay.
soft spot for slime because I really like the politics in it and I like the civilization building in it more than I do like the action.
The action's
And
great, though.
I really enjoyed the fact that season 2 took a bit of a darker twist.
Yeah.
A lot of isekai that I say I've
Ooh, the movie gets added to Crunchyroll today. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out.
watched, I haven't actually watched. I've just read the manga or the light novels for. So actually exposed. Recently in the manga, I've been kind of getting less interested in it. A little bit. I don't know. After all the plot points in season 2, that season 2 setup got resolved, I was like, I'm not sure where this is going to be going. I'm still enjoying it, just not as much as the previous arc. Top 5. At number 5, we have Overlord.
I personally would probably put it that high. Just people don't watch it. It had too much of a break in between season 1 and 2, didn't it? I really like it. I think it's boss. Oh, come on.
Do
No.
I agree with this or not? After like the earlier seasons, I probably would have agreed. I don't know if I've just fallen out of
Current season,
favor
that
with
season 4
Overlord.
was
One
brilliant.
of Overlord's biggest selling point is its world building, and I just don't think it has as interesting world as some of the other isekai that are coming out now. After watching season 4, I just realized that maybe Overlord's not going to hit as hard as I want it to hit, because
I think
it always feels
it's
like I'm waiting
got a
for
lot
something
more
like
coming.
big to happen, and then something does happen, and I'm just like, maybe the next climax will be better. Maybe the next climax going to hit harder. Overlord for me has been missing that oh shit moment, and that's why I think I would put Overlord a bit below. I'm not saying Overlord's bad. Maybe I'm just isekai'd out, because one of the big things is that when Overlord first came out in season 1, it stood out a lot more than it did now. Moving on to Inuyasha. Was it even that good when it aired? Are we talking the anime?
Oh damn! I've never seen it. Never seen it.
I don't think this is top 10. If we're gonna go some OGs, I think 12 Kingdoms deserves to be up here more. I remember watching the original anime as a kid, and I could not get into Inuyasha if it aired today. I have a lot less patience when it comes to my anime nowadays.
Okay.
And I do not think that Inuyasha, the original anime, has aged well at all. I think there was a lot of filler. I think it was dragged out a lot. I think a lot of nothing happened. And I don't know if later seasons are a lot better. But even remembering Inuyasha as a kid, even though I still enjoyed it as a kid, I don't think it's top 10 isekai of all time. Moving on.
Yes, told you. It's gotta be. It's a bit too high though.
Maybe there's just not enough good isekai to choose from, guys. No Game, No Life, in my opinion, is not the third best isekai.
Yeah,
of all
it's
time.
great, but it's
nowhere
too high.
near
It's too high.
as good
No way should it be higher than Mushoku Tensei. It's just like, come on, no way.
as other isekai like Mushoku Tensei. But I remember finishing No Game, No Life. I remember thinking, damn, had a good time, not gonna remember much about what happened. It was a very interesting world where you have a world that is everything is resolved by games.
Yeah. Very
And
cool
then you have
concept.
the two main protagonists who just broke every game, and I was like, good. That was a good 13 episode ride. And then I'm waiting for season 2, and
Yeah, there's a movie, isn't there, though?
then it didn't happen. The movie I actually enjoyed less than the TV series.
I've not watched the movie.
I don't
need
mind
to.
if you enjoyed the movies more than the TV series, just because it's almost like they were two separate things. Moving on. Log Horizon.
I just no, I don't agree with that being. No.
God, this is another fucking Overlord for me, isn't it?
No.
I really like season 1 of Log Horizon, and I wanted more of Log Horizon when season 1 ended. Maybe I didn't. The big difference between Log Horizon and Overlord is I really liked some of like the climaxes in Log Horizon season 1, which stick with me, and I think Log Horizon season 1 had still some like really interesting ideas and stuff like
It did.
that. Holy shit. Thank you very much, Sato Kazuma, for the 50 gift subs.
Boom.
Fucking Isekai
What is
Trashman,
number
rise
one?
up, man.
What is number one then? What is number one? What hasn't been on the list that what are we I can't think. What is number one gonna be? I'll just find out. Damn it.
You know, seeing the way that the world is actually built up with like thought put into this world, and then seeing the way the main character completely breaks the rules of the worlds that's built up, I'm like, this is a fucking 5-head show. This is amazing. This is what Isekai should be. I have progressively liked it a little bit less the more seasons have gone on. There hasn't, like, nothing to me has touched season 1. Season 3, I'm not even gonna
I want
lie.
to try and guess
I've
what the
not
one's
even
going to be before he
finished
gets to
season
it.
3 yet. I didn't even
Ah.
know they had a season 3. I know, right? And I can already guess what's at number 1.
Can you? Oh, damn it! Of course! Damn it! Of course! Of course! I said, didn't I? I already said ReZero. Why couldn't I think of ReZero?
It's ReZero, baby.
There it is.
ReZero. I'm not gonna complain. People are calling ReZero mid, and the biggest compliment I can give to ReZero in comparison to every other isekai is people call shows like ReZero and Mushoku Tensei mid when comparing it to other anime in general.
Yeah.
When an isekai gets good enough to be compared outside of the genre of isekai,
When
that's
it's
how you know
awesome.
you have a good fucking
Yes,
show.
yes.
Season 1 had more holy shit things happening, but I came out of it thinking like,
Season
I
2 was
don't
very
think I'm emotionally
clever.
invested in ReZero. And then I watched season 2, and I came out of that being emotionally invested. I didn't really think about the world building in ReZero until season 2 came
Yeah.
about as well. I think it's like the best kind of combination between
We're getting a season 3. I can't wait.
things we are familiar with in the fantasy genre while doing its own kind of thing in its power structures and different spells. After finishing this list, I gotta say, not a lot of good isekai, is there? The only thing I would say in making any top isekai list is ReZero and Mushoku Tensei top 2.
Yeah.
And those are the only two shows I'd really recommend to a person that's not really invested in the isekai genre.
Hell
Maybe
yeah.
Slime as well.
Yeah, Slime's
the only
fun.
thing I think that is missing from this list is the spider isekai. I really fucking enjoy the spider
No.
isekai. When someone says they prefer one shonen show or another, people lose their fucking mind. When people say they prefer one
Isekai
isekai over
Quartet.
another, no one
Yeah.
really gives a shit. And I realize why I don't give a shit. It's because there's not many good shows to choose from, is there? This person has watched a lot of isekai, and I'm happy that they've watched a lot of isekai. This is way better than the IGN top anime list of all time.
Jesus. Yeah, like I said, it's like, at least the guys watch stuff. Yeah. Oh.
I had very low expectations for a list from Game Rant talking about isekai. I'm not gonna lie, but you have made a list that has shown the wide genre of isekai, from
A lot
some of the
different ones
more
on there, yeah.
some of the more older, some of the more obscure picks. There's a lot of good representation on the best isekai. And you know what? I would have picked a lot of the same shows and put them in a slightly different order. What I'm most happy about is finding a fellow isekai trash man. So I'm not going to shit on anything. Yo, when the Genshin anime comes out, that's gonna be top 1, baby. Top 1, let's go Genshin! You've seen how low the bar is, okay? All you have to do is write something competent with an interesting world, and you've already got a chance. Don't worry about it. But anyway, that's been it from me. If you want to check out my live streams, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/giguk, or, you know, like and subscribe, whatever. Recreator's not there. Oh yeah, that's my big thing I would have added.
Isekai Quartet's so good. I would put Isekai Quartet on the list over a couple of those shows that were on there. Oh my god. Oh, I've got Joe. Right, I'm gutted. I've only got one more bottle of Prime KSI flavor because you know it's so freaking hard to get hold of, and I love this. But anyway, that was an alright list. Makes me go there for a little bit as well. Anyway, I'm hydrated. Good list, really cool. I would have swapped it around. There's no way Mushoku Tensei should have been where it was when all the others were above it. Yeah, but I do agree with Giguk that like I would probably at the same time put Mushoku Tensei and ReZero top 2. But yeah, anyway, check out my Etsy shop. Links in the description. T-shirts and hoodies that I've designed are there to be purchased. And thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, upload a link in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month for the live support channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know that you watch custom future videos. I'll see you guys next time.